While Governor P2B was in Obaru to assess the level of damage caused by the floodwater, the Omambala people, the umbrella body for the people of Anambra East, Anambra West, Ayamelum and Oyi local government areas known as Omambala people, took a tour of their area to have a clear picture and assessment of the flood impact. What they saw was described by one of the victims and a one-time chief judge of Anambra State, retired Justice Paul Obidigwe, as devastating and total loss.
No, the level of damage is unquantifiable. You know why? Because, our people are predominantly farmers. And for all the farmers along the floodplain, it has swallowed all their farm crops. Yam farms, cassava farms, rice farms. These are our main crops. And none of them survived. By the time the flood came, the yams had not matured, right? So the damage is unquantifiable.
Mentioning some of the communities affected by the disaster, former Deputy Governor of Anambra State, Chinedu Emeka, said that the flood has sacked the entire Umuobanam, Anako, Ayamelum, Omo, Obofemiri, Ibaku, Umezanam, and some other communities around the Anambra River, which has now merged with Ezu River. He stood on the only available source of dry land around the area, which is the newly constructed bridge over Anambra River, to point at his house.
You can see the level of devastation here. That used to be, that's my house. It's not used to be, that is still my house. Now, if you go further inland, like if you go to places like Okwala or Wole, those places are completely submerged. Miata now, they are all completely submerged. Eventually, we're going to take a trip to all those places too and document the level of devastation there for posterity and for record purposes. You can see the entire place is flooded.
On his part, the chairman of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Anambra Enugu State, Chiko Bidigbo, said the damage is in a very massive scale and called for the assistance from international donors and the government in the areas of seedlings and soft loans or grants for the farmers as they have lost all to the flood.
Because as we're looking at this whole situation now, it is not only that a lot of livelihood has been lost, lots of some lives have also been lost, but the worst of it all is that when this water has receded, it has caused enormous destruction of food, of trees, of crops, even of seed yams. So we require a very massive support from all angles, from all quarters, because this is a destruction by excellence.
The camp commandant in one of the settlement camps in Otucha General Hospital, Godwin Onyeka, said over 5,000 people are currently taking shelter in the camp. He called for more assistance and commended the help so far extended by government agencies.
Of people, more than 5,000 people. Yes. Federal government, state government, local government, they are bringing something. They are bringing food, rice, and we still need help. We need help.
While the level of damage so far cannot be quantified, the issue now is how to rescue some people that might still be trapped by the national calamity and what will happen after the flood must have receded. As of the time of this report, the water level was still increasing as some areas not affected in weeks back are now grappling with the fear of imminent visit by the unwelcome visitor, the flood. There are still some untold stories around this devastation which has taken a national dimension. Onuora Aninwobodo, STV News.